just got my first moose. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, so far we've had a great trip, Jada.
We're going down.
Hey everyone, it's Jada, and in this week's episode, my dad is heading back to Texas to hopefully fill his Aoudad tag with desert safaris.
Oh man, what a trip. Okay. What a crazy trip. So we started out yesterday, seemed to be doing just fine. Got to the airport in Traverse City in plenty of time. Got there just in time for them to say that there's too much wind in Chicago. So we had to sit there, but the problem is that we had to catch another flight from Chicago to El Paso. So the whole time I'm sitting in Traverse City waiting for our flight to Chicago, I'm checking the flight that's coming from Detroit that's going to then pick us up and take us to El Paso. And that kept getting delayed, we kept getting delayed, that kept getting delayed, back and forth, back and forth. So we figured, well, we'll probably make it because that plane won't land because of the wind. We got there, we ran down to our gate. Of course, when you run, then you have plenty of time. We got there and there was no problem getting on, except for about our luggage. So we worried about that. Luggage made it. We get into El Paso over 2 hours late, have a rental car reserved at Avis. Well, guess what? Avis closes at 11 and it's like 11:30. Nothing waiting for us, nobody around there. Security guard can't do anything. Called them, nope, can't do anything. So now we need to be in Alpine, 3.5 hours from El Paso this morning. So what do? We try to find a rental place that would be open through the night. Nothing. Austin has a brilliant idea. He got on Uber and we found an Uber driver on my app that would drive us 3.5 hours away for $287. And I told him I'd give him a good tip. Great guy, nice guy. His name was Arthur. And we visited and we listened to a lot of rap music all the way here. And for those of you that know me, know that rap music probably isn't my favorite style of music, but I told him that I was game for anything as long as he got us to Alpine. And he got us to Alpine just in time for us to wake up the nice people that own the place that we're staying at, OYO or XYO or Elemental P Resort. I have no idea what it's called. Anyhow, it looks nothing like the website describes it, but it is sleepable. You can see here, and we get a train that goes by us about every 30 minutes. It only takes about 20 minutes for the toilet tank to fill back up so you can use the toilet again. So the Alfred called after our 1.5-hour nap and said he will be here with some food and he's got to get gas and ice. So anyhow, we're with Desert Safaris. We're going out with Hunter Ross. We had a great time the last time. I have no doubt that he's going to put us on game today because I know where we're going. It's just been a twilight zone with an 1.5-hour sleep. So now we're going to jump in the truck and go to the mountains. We're back to our old homestead here from our first hunt. We haven't seen anything yet, but it's pretty chilly, about 33 degrees. And they like sun. They like to stay in the sunny side, so we know that this spot is obviously where they like to hang out. So we're gonna kind of split up a little bit here and try to get our eyes on them, and then get a game plan set up on a big Aoudad. It's the first morning of what's been a crazy trip so far, so we'll see what happens. Some animals over this ridge right here that we're trying to sneak up on, and yet still watch back this way because we know where they like to hang. We've hunted this spot enough. We just saw some rams over this edge, and one of the other guys motioned to us that they're coming our way, so we're just waiting to see what they are.
Stay tuned to see if my dad can get a shot on a ram on the first morning of his hunt. My dad is back in Texas hunting Aoudad, and on the first morning of his hunt, they found a group of Aoudad that are worth going after.
We just saw some rams over this edge. One of the other guys motioned to us that they're coming our way. So we're just kind of waiting to see what they are. The left edge of it. Yeah. In case there's more coming, let's pop up here.
The rams ended up bedding down on a cliff just on the other side of the fence, so they decided to go in for lunch and see what they can make happen after.
We're back out for the afternoon hunt. We went into Alpine to have lunch, and we're coming out to get set up and start glassing. We got some animals way out here, and we're hoping that they'll feed their way back this way. It's just a matter of time now. Wait for the evening hunt. It's about a little after 4:30.
After a long wait, 3 rams come over the ridge and start working their way right towards them. But unfortunately, they catch their wind, ending my dad's first day hunt.
We just got back out here this morning and we've already seen them. It looks like they're going back to where they were last night and yesterday, but we don't know how many. We're in the group, we can just see their backs, like 4 of them. These stinking animals, we got in here earlier than normal, and I think they caught our wind, and some went one way and some went another way, and so we just have to wait for them to come back and feed this way tonight. They typically will come back into this area here in the evenings and feed and then go back, but we can't figure out why they're leaving this property, because the last time we came, they stayed in this bowl right behind the camera, like all day, every day. They would want to feed in this big bowl here. Now they're just coming in at night and then heading back in the morning. So I don't know if there's too much pressure or what it is, but it's just like hunting. We are getting ready to go set up for this evening hunt. They kind of migrate back into this property in the evening. And so we're going to be out on a point that we can see left and right. There's virtually, if they come from that direction, no way they can get by us without us catching them. And then we'll probably have to make a slight move. And if they come in where we think they're going to come in, we should be at about 200 yards. So we're going to try to get set up, try to get a big ram down here in West Texas for you this afternoon. See what happens. We're getting ready for prime time here. I'm just putting my coat on. It's about 80 degrees today, but it's starting to cool down now. We're now starting to see some sheep move on this other mountain range. So we're gonna get set up here and see what way they go. See what way we gotta go, left or right here off of this side. Should be, I think we've got a good plan, but it's still hunting and there's definitely no guarantees.
Welcome back. So far, my dad hasn't had any luck at a mature Aoudad, but it's the second day and it's the evening, so they're headed back out and they have a good plan, so let's see if they can make something work.
We've got 7 rams coming this way, and we're sitting right on this point, so we gotta figure out whether they're gonna go to the right of the point, or go to the left of the point, or come over the point. So we're trying to just keep watching them. They're only at, let me see, 500 yards, and out here that's pretty close. So we have to be careful if we do move on them here. Time will tell.
Before they knew it, they had these rams right in their laps.
We can see them going hard to the left. There was like 3 laps. It split off this one, just on a beeline, block it. And I lost them by this hill.
The rams were only 80 yards away, but just over the ridge, and as they were trying to get in position for a clear shot, they caught their wind and they took off.
We're on our 3rd day here, 3rd morning. We're coming up a total different way because we keep getting caught by this wind. So we thought we'd try something different, try to get up here, see if we can get to them before they go to their beds. We'll see what happens as we crest this little hill here. This is where they like to be, either coming or going right through this valley over this next ridge.
As soon as they came over the ridge, they found 2 rams, so they got in position to get a shot.
Let's keep our wind. Oh, well, I saw that ringing ears. Moving a little bit to the left, is it?
Sir. Now he's facing to the left.
Yeah, I can't get him now because I got that stupid. Oh, wait. No, I was on the wrong line for a second. He's facing his butt to us.
Yeah. He's not giant, Kevin, but he's a good ram. Heavy horn ram. Just so you know.
Right. Well, do you want me to shoot him?
Yeah, he's a good ram.
Okay.
I mean, he's not like the other big one, you know, but he's a good one.
He's rubbing on something, right?
Yeah. Turn for him.
Right there?
Yep. We got dead ram.
Shot.
Great shot. Put another one in the chamber just in case. He's very, very dead.
We ended up circling right around here, and I figured they were still in this gully because we never saw them go over the top. And sure enough, they came right up. He was at about 500 yards. And I mean, this Horizon firearm just smoked him. I mean, he didn't go anywhere. He's laying right there. That's how it's supposed to be. I know these guys had doubt from me from the last one, but that was a good shot right there.
That was about as quick as they died.
Yeah.
That was just perfect.
Yeah, he couldn't have gone down any better. And for once, the cameraman didn't scare him.
That's all we've been waiting on all week.
Jeez. 2 days of this cameraman scaring him, and finally.
Don't ever be a cameraman. You get blamed for everything.
This is what you're playing for every day. Finally,
I'll take the blame.
That was awesome.
That was sweet. Good shot.
Great shot.
When we return, they go and check out this awesome ram. Before the break, my dad connected on a nice Aoudad. Now let's go check it out.
So it's fun. We came out here with Neil and Don. They shot first, then I decided to come back. I wanted them to be successful. You know, when you do a fair amount of this, you want people, first timers, to,
For sure.
And Steven here works mostly in Mexico, and he came up, works for Hunter, and guided us, and we've been just having a great time. We've got some monsters out here, got another tag too, so now we're gonna just enjoy this, and then we'll come back out this evening and
Look for one of them big ones.
look for the granddaddy.
They got the ram caped out, headed back to the truck, had a quick lunch, and actually headed back out to look for an even bigger ram.
He's a real old one.
Well, we've got 4 rams. We got 4 rams coming. Shot one this morning, and we didn't want to stop hunting.
No, he's walking.
Yeah.
He's got a funny colored face.
Okay.
That's the oldest one. That's the one we want.
I'll just let you point him out to me when we get over there. I'll just have you point him out to me when we get over there.
Yeah. We're about to be able to start moving down there.
They hurry and get set up to try to cut off these rams, and sure enough, they pop out right in front of them.
Want me to move more?
See that one?
Yeah, I see it. What is that one?
The second one.
That was that good one.
Second one. I'm gonna stop him, okay?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hey! Hey, Rat! Ready? I'm on him.
Huh?
Got him.
Did he go straight down?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
went straight down. Just watching.
What's up?
That was fun.
Well, we got a double today. Did exactly what I figured they would do. We saw them coming up through this valley here, came to this way. I ran up here, sat. You just never know whether they're coming or not. The wind was in our favor. They came up, he picked out the biggest one. There was 3 big ones in the group. Picked out the biggest one, and I shot. Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's the one we're looking for. Farther.
Congrats, that's a great ram.
Thanks.
That's a hammer there.
Yeah, this is a beautiful ram.
I love him. He's awesome.
Big boy down here in West Texas.
That's a hammer. That's a great ram, brother.
Thanks
Pretty
a lot.
hard.
And this was his ram, and he said, let's go kill another one. But he forgot his gun.
Not as much pressure when you're not hungry.
What an awesome hunt for my dad. Thanks for watching, and make sure and tune in next week and keep up with everything we do on Facebook, Instagram, and on BigBoysTV.com.
Well, we're ready to go. We had a great trip here with Stephen West here with Desert Safaris. And the crazy thing is, when we came here, we were delayed. We couldn't get our rental car. We had to take the most expensive Uber ride, which wasn't too bad, all the way to Alpine. Now we have to get back to El Paso, and there's no rental cars to go back there in little town of Alpine. So
No Ubers either.
So no Uber. Yeah. So we rented a U-Haul. So what we do, we're gonna rent a U-Haul. We're gonna take it to our what did he say? Our moving location, which is the other U-Haul dealer at the airport.
Moving into the Holiday Inn
Right.
tonight.
We're moving to the Holiday Inn. He said, where's your destination? I go to the Holiday Inn. So, but we got everything loaded. We got room, just barely enough room here. Make sure. Look at there. Yep. We got this. I don't know. We probably should. There. Well, that'll be better.
Yeah, everything will fit now.
Now it'll fit.
now we're ready.
We're going to El Paso. We're moving. We're tired of Alpine. We've been here, lived here for 3 days, and we are moving to El Paso. Oops, eat the orange. What I did was I just pulled up, I kind of put it on it, and then I closed my eyes and I pulled the trigger.
That's what you're supposed to pull it as hard as you can.
I pulled it just as hard as I could. It wouldn't be annoying walking up the hill or anything. It worked great.